This is the HC-SR501 Human Sensor Module Pyroelectric Infrared Sensor. It's a device that senses motion. This is unwired, and when wired, it just so as you move, you see the LED lighting up. As I move in front of the sensor, the LED lights up. It's this very simple wiring here. It's the simplest circuit you can use with this. It just has 3 pins, and you can use any kind of connector, like one of the connectors you take out of the CD-ROM and connect them to this here. These 3 pins, and I don't know if you can see that, but this one's 5 volts. Well, that's the positive voltage. That's the middle pin is the output, and the pin on the right is the ground. So that's positive output and ground. It says 5 volts, but I've been able to use it up to 24 volts. This little chip here, that one, that's a voltage regulator. It's got like 3 pins and a little heat sink here. That'll accept voltage from 4.5 to 24 volts. And at about 5 volts, it uses about 60 microamps. So that would be like 0.06 milliamps. And I like to run, right now it's running on, my wiring, it's running off of 12 volts, here, 12 volts. So it's actually using 76 microamps at 12 volts. The pin in the middle, the output here, it'll sync about 10 milliamps at 3.3 volts. The regulators takes any voltage like 12 volts, and it'll step it down to 3.3 volts. No matter what you put in, from 5 to 24 volts, it'll step it down to 3.3 volts. So if you connect the little LED there, you can just put any LED and it'll just light it up a little bit. It won't burn it out. You don't need a resistor or anything. You can use a infrared coupler. If you want, I don't have it here, but you can do that. You can also drive a NPN transistor. So let's say you can take the output and drive a standard transistor, any transistor, preferably something with a heatsink. So when you move in front of the device, it lights it up. Lights up the LED, gives you an on pulse, then it switches off again. If you keep your hand in front of the device, see even if you stay in front of it, it shuts off. So after a few seconds, it'll switch back on again, and then off, and then on, and then off, like when you go to those public toilets, and you go in front of those touchless faucets, and it keeps switching off. So it's all like that, I guess. So I guess you need if you need to use this as a timer for like a bathroom light, for example. If you want to use this as a bathroom light, you might need to put like a timer there. So so like this will just trigger the timer, and it'll just reset it each time you move. Just the way it keeps flashing. So think of like a screensaver, like a computer screensaver, where when you keep moving the mouse and keyboard, it'll stay on. But as when you don't touch the computer, it'll just screensaver will kick in, and the display will turn off after a while. And then when it ships with the cover off. I've seen this with different model names, but you can see it, but the printed on the circuit board itself. It says HC SR 501. SR 501. So the two terminals here, the two resistors here that you could twist, and one on the left is the I think that's the sensitivity. On the right it's the timer. So I think the sensitivity is from a few inches up to I think a couple of feet. The timer goes. I forget what the timer does. I think it goes from like a few seconds to like 300 seconds. And so that's it.